As they say in Summer League hockey, let's do that Summer League hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchuk, back again at the Ice Castle here inside the trackside rink in the South Hills of Greater Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Castle Shannon, to be exact, for week number 3 of the 2025 Ice Castle Prospects League on 10-Band TV. Through week 2, deuces are wild. Every team, all 4 of them, 2-2. The only thing separating the 4 clubs is the fact that Team Anthos gets a bonus point because they were the Week 1 champion, and last week's Week 2 champion, Team Clubhouse Cards, gets an extra point as well. So technically, those are the 2 front runners as we get set for our first game of Week 3 between Burns and Scalo, the team to our right in black and gold, and Team Brentwood Bank off to our left wearing the gray uniforms with the light blue trim. In a familiar goaltending matchup, Messier Trevino, the North Allegheny debutante of last season, who looked very good in both of last week's games for Team Burns and Scalo, back in the cage for his team, coached by Xander Kakali from the Pittsburgh Predators program. Team Brentwood, coached by Liam Walsh, who also moonlights for Team Saloon in the Ice Castle 3v3 Elite League, which will be here for tomorrow night. And speaking of that league, Kyle McLaughlin, who has famously held his own for Team Saloon in said league, is in the Golden Knight for Team Brentwood Bank. Burns and Scalo, 27 goals for. They are the highest scoring team through 2 weeks of Prospect League action. Brentwood Bank, 18 goals allowed, the least scored upon team after 2 weeks of play. Luca Maeda, the Peters Township product, against the other number 8, Dom DeSimone, who had a hat trick in his first of 2 games last week for Team Brentwood. And Burns and Scalo controls the opening puck drop, moving in quickly, and McLaughlin quickly is tested for the first time this evening. One member of this USA Hockey crew has his arm raised for a delayed call of some sort, and we'll refresh your memory on the rules in just a moment. A penalty shot has been awarded to Team Brentwood Bank. There are no penalties in the Prospects League, only penalty shots with chasers. And doing the honors for Burns and Scalo will be Brady Paris, but it'll be a false start. And the protocol is, in the event of a false start, the violating team gets a warning. If they do it again, then a second penalty shot is awarded, and the first shot does not have chasers. Take 2 for Brady Paris, who goes to goal, makes his move, and cannot tuck it in behind McLaughlin, who got the right leg out there at the last moment. Teams playing 2 9-minute periods in each of tonight's 4 games, as that shot is fanned on by Anton Sotka. Burns and Scalo clearing back to center. Sotka over the line, cross ice, snapshot, score. Jimmy Passanante, the first to nuzzle the nylon in week 3. 1-0 Brentwood. Drop pass from Corey Mooney to Aiden Zolkowski was errant. Here comes Brentwood the other way, and just barely unable to tuck it in behind Messier Trevino was Ulyanov, Vitaly Ulyanov, that is, the Ukrainian international. Burns and Scalo in transition. A good stick there defensively by Cam Stern. Liam Shin, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devil, playing it at center. Brentwood over the attacking line, and that shot from 40-plus feet is held by Trevino. Trevino played for North Allegheny in this building last September in the St. Margaret Fall Face-Off and looked pretty good. You can tell North Allegheny is going to be pretty set goaltending-wise for the immediate future, as that team normally is in PIHL. Keita Komatsu driving the left side. He is dispossessed by Blake Avancic. And back the other way comes Burns and Scalo looking for an early equalizer. Barakazi dropping for Angelo Maeda. His shot pass eluding the tape of Avancic. The two Peters Township teammates unable to connect there. And now Maeda will have to go fetch. Burns and Scalo still in possession, down by a goal with 3 minutes gone by in period one, but not for much longer. This one taken away quickly by Sam Mitchell. Brentwood tries to get the transition game going. Owen St. John deep in Burns and Scalo ice. To the point it'll come for Mitchell. Mitchell fans on the attempted shot. And to the side of the net, Trevino scrambling to get back into position. George Macrocostas had an open net, and a wide open net at that to work with, but was defended well. Good work by Maeda and company down low. Both Maedas, that is, Angelo and Luca, out here for the team in black and gold. Trevino making that save. It's worked up now. And to the corner, delayed penalty shot call coming up. Mitchell pumps, fakes, shoots off the blocker of Trevino. Burns and Scalo has to touch this puck for play to cease. And finally, officials will make the slashing call with under 5 to go in the first period. And Burns and Scalo 0 for 1 on penalty shots. About to see Team Brentwood attempt their first of the night. Sotka over the line. Sotka to the cage. He is denied by Trevino. Fake to the backhand, not quite enough to extend the 1-0 lead for Team Brentwood. Again, all these games are 4-on-4. No checking is permitted. Each win is worth 1 point, which is why the team that wins at the end of the night gets the extra point. We told you about the penalty shot rules. We should note that intentional icing also results in a penalty shot, as Brady Paris redeems himself for his own penalty shot miss and goes bar down on McLaughlin to tie it at 1 midway through the first. And continuing on with the playing rules, teams are not permitted to regroup past center red after possessing the puck in the offensive zone. Violation results in a change of possession. Pucks that bounce off the protective netting above the glass are still live. No face-offs other than those called for at center ice at the beginning of each game. 1 timeout total per game. Either team is allowed to call that single timeout. Clock stoppages take place only in the last minute of a period during a penalty shot, injury, heaven forbid, a puck completely out of play, and or a called timeout. And overtime, should it be necessary, is 3 minutes of sudden victory hockey nonstop, followed by a sudden victory shootout, which we saw in the Week 2 final last week. That was won eventually in round 3 by Team Clubhouse Cards. Brentwood wants an intentional icing call. They are going to get one with 3:10 to go in the first period, And Brentwood can take back the lead on this penalty shot attempt by DeSimone. DeSimone missing wide. It bounces off Trevino's back and right out in front. A little too convenient for Zolkowski, but no harm done. We remain tied. Burns and Scalo on the attack. That lead pass cut out. Devin Rorick, the Upper St. Clair Stellar 6 selection of 2019, thereabouts, sending that puck the other way, but now Burns and Scalo counterattacking. Solkowski for Corey Mooney, and Mooney, the South Park native, let that one go. No icing called. Another goalie duel early on, very befitting the complexion of Burns and Scallow's first game last week, which ended in a 3-1 final score. And this save is made at the other end by McLaughlin to deny Ansis, who had a big night in week 2 for his team. Ansis, once a member of that fabled hockey program at Shattuck St. Mary's, where Sidney Crosby spent a year once upon a time. Shattuck actually playing in Pittsburgh earlier this year and winning a 3rd consecutive national championship for one of their boys' programs. Steal by Team Brentwood. Out in front it comes and off the defender's body. I'm not sure if Avanza caught a piece of that or Trevino did, but at any rate, it stayed out. Chance for Mitchell in tight, and Trevino will take that. Thank you very much. Approaching the final minute of first period play. Quinn Tyler, the Moon Tiger, over the line, dropping for Schleiper. Schleiper to the corner. Long rebound all the way back out to center for Paris. His outlet pass too strong for Tyler, but Tyler does recover. Exchanging with Barakazi along the half wall. Barakazi trying to put the moves on Mike Morasic. Correction, Nino DiPietro wearing Morasic's number 11 for this week. DiPietro, the Hempfield product, and he has this puck for Team Brentwood with under half a minute to go. Angelo Maeda with the active stick, unable to clear, however. Macrocostas off the blade of Paris. Burns and Scallo might have one last chance if they can persist. That low shot denied easily by McLaughlin, but stolen turnaround try. Oh, McLaughlin point blank again, and McLaughlin seals off that near post as the buzzer sounds. 1-1 after one in game one. Team Brentwood in gray, Team Burns and Scallo in black and Pittsburgh gold. Matt Popchuk here for Ice Castle Prospects League on 10 Band TV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
1-1 game as we open week 3 of the Ice Castle Prospects League at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon on 10 Band TV. Matt Popchuk back with you again. And as a hockey broadcaster, I know the importance of team chemistry. As a first-time home buyer, I know the importance of having good chemistry with your bank. And take it from me, when you choose Brentwood Bank, you're not just getting a storied Pittsburgh community bank, you're building a relationship devoted to you. When my family and I chose Brentwood Bank, their patient and efficient staff took all the stress out of the loan application process. And maybe you want to remodel your house, or maybe get that new car, or consolidate debt, whatever you want to do, you're going to want to get started by visiting BrentwoodBank.com. Brentwood Bank, welcome home. 45 seconds in, Burns and Scallo back on top as Team Brentwood goes on the attack early in period 2. Back to center. DeSimone and company reset. That shot went off the defenseman's stick. Mooney in the right place at the right time. DeSimone, good hands, takes it right back. One-timer out in front. What a save there by Trevino on Sotka. Sotka, a native of Lexington, Kentucky, played for the Nashville Junior Predators and the Predators that call this building home, for that matter. The Predators program locally celebrating their silver anniversary in 2025. Just dropped a new line of uniforms, in fact, to celebrate the occasion. Pretty sharp-looking hockey jerseys. Hard to believe it's been that long sometimes, but we're going to be looking at a lot of Pittsburgh Predator products throughout all 4 games tonight as McLaughlin makes that glove save. Up to Komatsu. Komatsu's drop pass is interrupted by Avancic, among others. Avancic left side for Burns and Scalo. Avancic shooting, that's blocked. Cam Stern with good gap control there, and he sends DeSimone the other way. DeSimone stood up neatly by Angelo Maeda. Brentwood changing on the fly. Unforced error by Blake Avancic, but he gets rid of it just in the nick of time, only to turn it over to Ulyanov. Ulyanov, right circle, into the zone, but we get a whistle and a stoppage just as that puck glances off of Trevino's mask. Offside against Brentwood. Burns and Scalo up by a goal, looking for more. Barakazi out in front, all alone. Oh, and putting it wide was Quinn Tyler. He had McLaughlin at his mercy, and somehow McLaughlin survived. Barakazi to Tyler one more time. This puck settled down by Avancic. Avancic over the attacking line one more time, wearing those distinctive Peters Township uniform articles, the shorts and the helmet. Barakazi going to try his luck again, and it goes off McLaughlin's glove, off the protective netting. Again, pucks off the net remain live in this format. Rorik in transition finds metal but not mesh. For a second, I thought it might have gone in and out, but not the case. Burns and Scalo still clinging to that 1-goal lead, but for how much longer? Ulyanov to the side of the net. Oh, the pass for DiPietro was too heavy. Brentwood recovers, and they've got this puck once again. Good stick there by Eric Schleiper. The whole Peters Township contingent getting into the act here in period 2. Brentwood's got numbers. Mitchell down low. Brentwood had trouble controlling that puck, and finally Mitchell was able to bat it out of the air, but not into the goal. Oh my goodness. Puck luck this time for Trevino at the other end. Past the midpoint of period 2. Not for nothing, it's still a 2-1 game in favor of Team Burns and Scalo. Ansis unable to go short side. Paris. DiPietro to the corner for Makrokostas. And this is beyond the reach of Damiosi, and with the icing comes a penalty shot awarded to Burns and Scalo. Ansis trying to get that elusive extender. He can't, and nor can Luca Maeda. He was right there looking for that big juicy rebound, and now Ansis misses to the short side. Oh, how many quality chances have Burns and Scalo had in this second period? Offside on Brentwood. And at this point, you just figure whatever the outcome, whoever comes out on the short end is going to be haunted by two words, if only. Both teams with grade A chance after grade A chance, but still only one goal in this second frame. To center. Solkowski dumping it back in. Burns and Scalo wants to change lines, however. Brentwood works it up inside the Burns and Scalo blue line, but now they have to tag up. Komatsu being patient as he dishes to DeSimone. DeSimone exchanging for Passanante. Passanante, who has the only goal of the game for Team Brentwood Bank, unable to center that puck. Kept inside the zone by DeSimone. DeSimone, 1 against 3, fires and scores! It trickled off Trevino's glove. DeSimone gets the shooter's bounce, and it's 2-2 with under 2 to go. That puck elevated over the bar. Corey Mooney that close to getting it right back. Delayed penalty shot call forthcoming. Burns and Scalo's going to get a chance to take the lead on the penalty shot come when the whistle may. They're still possessing this puck, as this shot through a crowd is deflected and put in. Liam Shin with a fine how do you do. Penalty shot? What penalty shot? 3-2 Burns and Scalo, despite what the main scoreboard here on the trackside rink says. Liam Walsh calling for his goaltender McLaughlin to come off. Brentwood needs 1 to extend the game, 2 to steal it. Rorik, near side. Brentwood skating 5 against 4 with the extra man now. McLaughlin on the bench, 40 to go. To center it comes. And unable to handle that was Owen St. John. Unable to hit the empty cage at the other end was Ansis. Under half a minute to play now. Time the enemy of Team Brentwood. Rorik splits the D. Rorik to the goal. That save made. And the follow-up covered by McLaughlin with 17 ticks to talk. Mooney taking his time. Eric Schleiper clears the zone. 5 seconds left. Brentwood's got to hurry, but time will run out. That clearance by Avancic was just what the doctor ordered, and Team Burns and Scalo hangs on for a 3-2 Game 1 victory over Team Brentwood Bank. Liam Shin, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devil, with a G-dub. Coming up next, the Week 2 champs, Team Clubhouse Cards, take on Team Anthos Bakery. Matt Popchuk here for Ice Castle Prospects League on 10 Band TV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking
Live coverage of the 2025 Ice Castle Prospects League on 10-Band TV is brought to you by Anthos Bakery. Anthos is the only local bakery to bring the flavor of Athens to the heart of the South Hills. Anthos serves delicious food, artisan bread, and European-style pastries made fresh, in-house, every day, as well as authentic Greek specialties you can't resist. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 8 to 4 at the corner of Castle Shannon Boulevard and Willow Avenue. Follow them on Instagram at Anthos_foods and like Anthos Foods on Facebook. Team Anthos Bakery in dark blue taking on Week 2 champion Team Clubhouse Cards in purple. Clubhouse Cards, the Natalie attired group in those 90s nostalgia uniforms, coached by Nick Kakali from the Pittsburgh Predators program. Team Anthos, coached by former Cannon McMillan defenseman Johnny McDonald. McDonald, a player on Team Saloon of Mount Lebanon in the Ice Castle 3v3 Elite League. That returns tomorrow night at 6 here at the Ice Castle on 10-Band TV, and looking forward to bringing you that for week number 5. Coming across the line, Jack Gostick. And Gostick, who called game last week, tries to slip it past Connor Hennessy at the other end. Correction, that's not Hennessy, that's Tyler Lang, switching teams. He was on Clubhouse Cards last week. He's in the cage for Team Anthos this week in place of Hennessy. And Lang, after making save number 1, makes save number 2 off the upper torso on that shot from the left circle. Gostick with the rebound out in front. The turnaround try by Nate Mellett. And that's held by Lang as well. Lang, a PIHL All-Star at Freeport, has since played hockey out of state. And the first goal of the game after a collision at the edge of the right circle belongs to Team Anthos. Anthos was looking like world beaters in week number 1, and week number 2, not so much. They had consecutive 4-0 deficits in each of their 2 games last week, but getting on the sheet first here in game number 2 of week number 3. Norkovicus, Aaron Norkovicus that is, from Pitt Johnstown, ACHA D3. Up now for Ryan Malachy. Malachy unable to control that puck. It comes to the feet of Garrett Fetzko. Fetzko up ahead for Connor Ribstein. Ribstein down the middle for Fetzko. Fetzko unable to handle, and from his knees, Malachy unable to clear that puck. Chipped over top the bar by Caden Bush. Bush wearing that distinctive golden Predators helmet. Save from his knees by Lang. Clubhouse has the rebound. To the right point it comes. Brian Offerman, the former Mount Lebanon captain. A good stick there by Caden Kazarowski, a UPJ teammate of Norkovicus's. Both rising juniors at that program, if memory serves. Through center. And backtracking is Offerman to the corner, tied up with the other number 8, Chase Evans of Team Anthos. And Evans has this puck, playing it off the awkward end of his stick up to center. From an angle, it's put in and somehow sneaks through. Ben Wilson, the Clubhouse Cards netminder for week number 3. 2-0 Anthos as we hit the midpoint of period 1. Chase Evans, who has a younger brother, Cole, who also plays on this team. They both played for Bishop Canavan at different times. And he's somehow found a way. Winding through center is Jackson Rose. Rose, the Upper St. Clair Panthers, stick checked out. In front it comes. Good read there by Lang. Anthos trying to get the transition game going, leading by a pair. Nick Sweet around the boards for Cole Evans. Evans from the high slot. Near side for Chase. Chase lets it go to the corner. Jackson Rose for Greg Timmons. Austin Lavick back into the lineup for Team Clubhouse Cards. Helps play this puck back to center. Good cycle there by Anthos, but nothing to show for it as Lang makes that save off his arm. Puck stays live off the protective netting with under 3.5 to go in the first. Wraparound try. Good poke check by Lang. Ethan Hoff denied on that opportunity. Had a big goal for Clubhouse last week. Amir Al-Salani to Lavick. Lavick couldn't take it. Greg Timmons, the former Upper St. Clair Panther, from distance. And Wilson will settle that one down. Shot over the bar by Rose. Taking the rebound in flight, Jake Stock. Stock used to call this building home regularly. Won a Penguins Cup with Thomas Jefferson in 2024 when he was a senior for that varsity team. Battle in the corner in Anthos territory. Clubhouse Cards wins that one. Near side it'll come. And it's held by Lang. The former Yellow Jacket doing all he can to break out of last week's funk and get a win here for Team Anthos. Clubhouse Cards in transition. Lang going full extension and again at the far post to keep that one out. Lead pass up the right wing boards accepted by Holden Wilpula. Wilpula hits the brakes, trying to get around Pat Melandra. Wilpula with it again. Wilpula toward goal. That save is made by Wilson. Stock to Wilpula. Wilpula, another Thomas Jefferson native, working on this line with Jake Stock. Stock with it. His turnaround shot blocked. Stock gets it back, tries to go to his backhand, but too many purple shirts in the way. Coming up on the last minute of period one, still a 2-0 lead for Anthos. No icing, says this USA Hockey crew. Stock sends it on for Wilpula. Those two staying out here for John McDonald. Wilpula up for Tyler Kazarowski, the rising sophomore at Peters Township. Poke back to center. Offerman going for it. And Offerman is unable to beat Lang on the 2-on-none with Ribstein. The dynamic Mount Lebanon Blue Devil duo unable to crack the goose egg with under half a minute left. This one comes up to Offerman. Offerman on goal. Save again by Lang at the side of the net finally. Not a lot Lang could have done about that one. That came right to Fetzko. And from the side of the net, he makes it a 2-1 affair. Jason Kavolik, the pit transfer at the buzzer, nothing doing. And so it remains 2-1 Anthos after one period. Matt Popchak for the Ice Castle Prospects League on 10-Band TV. More to come after this.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need
Quick start, restart that is. Second period action quickly underway, and it begins with a left leg save made by Ben Wilson. Wilson going to play for the Ohio Junior Blue Jackets this approaching season after spending a season with the Predators 15 and under outfit. Former Morgantown Mohawk, Weirton, West Virginia native. And at the other end, you've got Tyler Lang, who, after playing for Freeport, which we mentioned earlier, played junior hockey in Boston for a season, and for this upcoming season, linked up with a second division Polish team called Opol United. Wherever that Globetrotter goes, he's going to make a name for himself, I'm sure. He made a name for himself with some big saves in that first period until finally Garrett Fetzko was able to get one past him with 10 seconds to go, and it's a 2-1 lead for Team Anthos, and another low-scoring contest here in game number 2 of Ice Castle Prospects League Week 3. And, boy, Ethan Hoff put everything into that one, but didn't hit anything. Solani up to center through a crowd. Hoff settles it down. Hoff to his forehand, tries to go upstairs on Lang. That misses. Kovolik through center. Camping out at the opposite blue line was Ryan Saginaw, the all-time Bishop Canavan scoring leader. Lost in the fact that Anthos struggled last week is the fact that Saginaw individually played very well. Had a multi-goal game. And it was good seeing Ryan back out on the ice again. Kovolik trying to split the D. Out in front to nobody in particular except Pat Melandra. The former EF Warrior turns it over to Kovolik. Kovolik denied! Wilson, what a save there to keep it a one-goal game. Kovolik right back on this puck behind the clubhouse goal. And from center point, right between the eyes goes Hoff. Hoff just can't buy himself a goal in this second period. 3-on-1 the other way for clubhouse. This shot is denied, but the rebound is put in easily. And that was like shooting fish in a barrel for Nate Mellon. 2-2 the score. And Anthos, just like that, has to go back to the drawing board. Centering pass. Shot goes just wide off the stick of Malaki. Evan Perucci in the corner. Unable to clear it. Norkovicus applying pressure, but Clubhouse gets it beyond the attacking line. Chance the other way for Gostick. Gostick to the side of the net. Oh, what a sequence of saves there by Lang. Mellot was looking for another one in the 2-2 game. Lang had other ideas. Turnover now to Caden Kazarowski, unable to reset for Norkovicus. 2-on-1 for Clubhouse. Caden Bush cross ice. That shot shanked by Ribstein. Chase Evans from behind his own net to Norkovicus. Norkovicus. Unable to control that puck, and coming the other way was Clubhouse Cards. That shot missing upstairs. Norkovicus again at center, trying to sneak it to Malaki on his left. That's broken up. Norkovicus recovers, and that shot put on goal by Nick Sweet, but a better save made by Wilson. Midway through the second period, 2-2 the score. Sweet on the backhand. Save made. The rebound is not poked in somehow. Wilson was able to track that puck all the way behind the net. Sweet was trying to dislodge it and tuck it into the empty cage. Offerman trying to sneak it inside Lang's near post to no avail. Anthos in transition. Nate Podolak tries to pick the corner. To center it'll come. Austin Lavick. Dispossessed. Anthos in transition. And unable to put it cleanly on goal, Greg Timmons. Lavick to the corner. Rose has his stick lifted by Cole Evans. That shot fanned on from the right circle. By steal by Anthos. Rose over the line. Correction, Sweet over the line. Stick check by Rose. Trailing the play, Podolak. And that shot passes misdirected by Timmons. Timmons with the rebound to Podolak. Podolak to the corner for Sweet. Sweet behind the net for Cole Evans. Anthos trying to get the cycle going. Podolak wide of goal. Nick Sweet with the rebound trying to go cross ice to Podolak. Team Clubhouse anticipating the pass perfectly. Lavick has his pocket picked. Chance now on the wraparound. And from his knees, Wilpula was unable to finish. Well, Wilpula just wouldn't give up on that play, but just ran out of shooting space on a penalty shot coming up to Team Clubhouse. Rose was hauled down deep in the offensive zone, and Clubhouse has a chance to take its first lead with 2:13 to go. Rose trying to finish what he started. And with some help from the chaser, it remains a 2-2 game. Greg Timmons really had the afterburner on there, and I think he got a piece of that shot by Rose at the last moment. Good poke check at center by Hoff. Wilpula staying with it. Rose controlling deep in his own zone for Team Clubhouse. Up now to Hoff on the left side. Hoff, off-balance shot. Blocker save made by Lang. And that puck takes an odd ricochet off the protective netting, but Team Anthos has it at center. Stock over the line. Stock to the goal. Oh, good stick there by Al-Salani. Thomas Jefferson and USC, a rivalry now in PIHL Class A, AAA, excuse me, now that Thomas Jefferson has moved up to the top flight. Covered at the side of the net, meantime, by Wilson. And with a minute to go, we're still tied. Offside pass, however, or they're going to say that pass essentially never happened because they had to fix the net behind Wilson. And now officials give the all clear. Team Clubhouse with under a minute to go in a 2-2 contest up to Melandra at the left point. Melandra trying to use the boards to his advantage. Mellett, side of the net, good save there by Lang. Near side Saginaw. Saginaw. Oh, what a save there by Wilson. You could hear that one from the T station. Spinorama by Stock. He stays with it. Stock, one-timer from the off wing. Wide by Tyler Kazarowski. 15 to go. Team Clubhouse in survival mode as regulation time ticks away. But now they've got a 2-on-1. Gostick with Mellett. Gostick unable to hit the target. 3 seconds left. One more juggling save by Lang. And so for the second consecutive game, Team Clubhouse Cards will play bonus hockey. Clubhouse 2, Anthos 2. And live coverage of the Prospects League on 10-Band TV is brought to you by Tidal Wave Sports. Get ready for the new wave of sports design as Tidal Wave brings you the best in custom jerseys, apparel, marketing materials, and more. When you turn to the dedicated staff at Tidal Wave, they make sure your business or organization looks its best while in action in the community or online. Ride the wave of excellence at TidalWaveSports.com. Quality, passion, pride, that's Tidal Wave Sports, official uniform supplier of the Ice Castle Prospects League. Some sharp-dressed men on all four teams this summer. Tidal Wave did a great job on the Prospect League uniforms, but we digress as overtime begins. Anthos up to center. Again, the teams will continue to play four-side for 3 nonstop minutes. Centering pass, that loud save made by Lang. And that puck to the corner is corralled by Norkovicus. Norkovicus over the line. Aiden Forsucci going to the goal. Norkovicus trying to pass that one on his backhand. Stays inside the zone for a moment. Nork wants to come off here, and Team Anthos will make a quick change. Two-line pass cut out at center. Good read there by Saginaw. Saginaw dropping it back for Stock. Stock trying to go to Saginaw, but in the right place at the right time was Bush. Ethan Hoff trying to find a second gear. He's taken out of the play by Stock. Saginaw. Cross ice. Chance now for Caden Kazarowski. He's stopped by Wilson midway through the OT. Lead pass now to Hoff. Hoff. Oh, what a play there on the trail check by Saginaw. Stock unable to keep possession. Anthos has to tag up, and they forfeit possession because they played it beyond center red. Saginaw entered the attacking zone, then peeled back. It's like the over and back call in basketball. So for our purposes, the puck belongs to Team Clubhouse. And from center red, Jack Rose, one-on-one, fanning on that attempted shot. Good positioning by Stock. Clubhouse keeps it. Wraparound try. Oh, what a save by Lang. Final minute of the overtime. Saginaw. Up top for Stock. Stock makes his move. Stock to goal. Stock trying to wrap it around, do it all himself. He defers finally to Chase Evans. Evans to Stock. Oh, Jake Stock did literally everything but score on that sequence. Half a minute left. Oh, what hustle by Evans, but he overskates. 2-on-1 for Clubhouse. Gostick going to the goal, but he can't redirect it past Lang. Penalty shot coming up. 17 and a half ticks to talk. And Anthos is going to have a chance to walk it off or skate it off, as it were, in game 2. Chase Evans for the overtime win. No! Wilson closed the 5-hole. 10 seconds left. One last chance maybe for Clubhouse. Ribstein over the line, forgot the puck. 3 seconds to go. Saginaw's got to hurry. Not going to have enough time as that save is made right at the buzzer by a standing Ben Wilson. And so, for the second consecutive game, Team Clubhouse Cards goes to the sudden victory shootout. It ended pretty well for them in the Week 2 final. Let's see how it goes in the second game of Week 3. Again, it's a sudden victory format for shootouts in the Prospects League, so if the first shooter for the first team shooting scores first, then the next shooter has to score to keep the game going. Ethan Hoff will shoot first for Team Clubhouse. And he scores! The wrist shot beats Lang. And so now Nick Sweet has to convert here to keep Team Anthos alive. And he does! Yes, it was Sweet. Nick Sweet. A really impressive move around Wilson, and we go to a second sudden victory round. Rhodes to the goal. Action Jackson again puts the pressure on Team Anthos. Jake Stock had a number of chances in this game. He's got to score here or it's over. And making the save is Ben Wilson. And they're putting the puck down at center ice again. That should have been the game. Well, a bit of confusion up here in Media Row as Team Clubhouse will get another shooter as that glances off the bar. We were told that all shootouts would follow the sudden victory format, so following those rules, the game should be over and Clubhouse should be the victor. But conversation must have been had behind the scenes to which we were not privy, because Anthos is going to get one more shot, and Saginaw scores. So we're going to go to a fourth round. Okay, then. I think that goal would have counted anyway because Wilson threw his stick to try to save it. Saginaw's shot bounding across the line. So top of round 4, after much confusion, it is Gostick being stopped by Tyler Lang. Bottom of round 4, and Team Anthos can win it. Kovolek stopped. Top of round 5. Garrett Fetzko. He's stopped by Tyler Lang. Both goaltenders suddenly dialed in. Each team has scored twice in the shootout, which, unbeknownst to us, the decision was made to extend it. Bottom of round 5, Nathan Podolak. He scores! Anthos wins it, and yes, we're sure this time. They win the NHL-style shootout 3-2 as league protocol is changed literally at the drop of a hat. And so Anthos defeats Clubhouse Cards by a final score of 3-2. We'll have an ice cut, and we'll have the consolation game between Team Clubhouse and between Team Clubhouse and Team Brentwood Bank. And then the Week 3 championship game between Team Anthos Bakery as they go for 2 out of 3 championships against Team Burns and Scalo. Matt Popchuk here at the Ice Castle, back here for more Prospect League hockey in a bit. Burns and Scalo clearing back to center. Sotko over the line, cross ice, snapshot, score. We told you about the penalty shot rules. We should note that intentional icing also results in a penalty shot as Brady Paris redeems himself for his own penalty shot miss and goes bar down on McLaughlin to tie it at 1. They can persist. That low shot denied easily by McLaughlin, but stolen turnaround try. Oh, McLaughlin point blank again, and McLaughlin seals off that near post as the buzzer sounds. A goal looking for more. Barakazi out in front, all alone. Oh, and putting it wide was Quinn Tyler. He had McLaughlin at his mercy. Township contingent getting into the act here in period 2. Brentwood's got numbers. Mitchell down low. Brentwood had trouble controlling that puck, and finally Mitchell was able to bat it out of the air, but not into the goal. Oh my goodness. Ansis trying to get that elusive extender. He can't, and nor can Luca Maeda. He was right there looking for that big juicy rebound, and now Ansis misses to the short side. A game for Team Brentwood Bank. Unable to center that puck. Kept inside the zone by DeSimone. DeSimone 1 against 3. Fires and scores! It trickled off Trevino's glove. DeSimone. When the whistle may, they're still possessing this puck, as this shot through a crowd is deflected and put in. Liam Shin with a fine how do you do. Penalty shot? What penalty shot? Has since played hockey out of state. And the first goal of the game after a collision at the edge of the right circle belongs to Team Anthos. Poke back to center. Offerman going for it. And Offerman is unable to beat Lang on the 2-on-none with Ribstein. Center point. Oh, right between the eyes goes Hoff. Hoff just can't buy himself a goal in this second period. 3-on-1 the other way for Clubhouse. This shot is denied, but the rebound is put in easily. And that was like shooting fish in a barrel for. Near side Saginaw. Saginaw. Oh, what a save there by Wilson. You could hear that one from the T station. And he does! Yes, it was Sweet. Nick Sweet. Victory round. Rhodes to the goal. Action Jackson again puts the pressure on Team Anthos. And Clubhouse should be the victor. But conversation must have been had behind the scenes to which we were not privy, because Anthos is going to get one more shot, and Saginaw scores. Is changed literally at the drop of a hat. And so Anthos defeats Clubhouse Cards by a final score of 3-2.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Shoot! He scores!
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or
There's still plenty of time for you to sponsor our live hockey coverage for the 2025-2026 season. Imagine your brand being seen nationwide, live and on demand, 24/7, 365 on 10-band TV. Buy a full season package now and get full sponsorship benefits for PIHL, College Hockey Mid-America, and College Hockey East broadcasts. Contact sales at 10bandmedia.com or visit 10band.tv and click advertise and use the discount code TBTV Hockey at checkout for 10% off your ad purchase. Matt Popchuk back with you for the consolation round of Week 3 in the 2025 Ice Castle Prospects League on 10-band TV. And after a wild and unexpected marathon shootout, this time Clubhouse Cards on the losing end of that shootout, so they will play the consolation contest for Week 3 against Team Brentwood Bank in gray. And your Week 3 final will be Team Burns and Scalo against Team Anthos Bakery, which won that shootout before the ice cut. Brentwood losing a tight one to Burns and Scalo 3-2 in game number 1 tonight. And a pregnant pause before the opening face-off as tonight's USA Hockey crew is officially reunited and ready for action. Ben Wilson back in the goal for Team Clubhouse. Kyle McLaughlin returning this week for Team Brentwood Bank in there for a second consecutive game. The two number 11s meet for the opening face-off. DiPietro for Team Brentwood and Rose for Team Clubhouse. And Clubhouse controls this puck, moving it left to right. Lavick dispossessed at center by DiPietro. A good shoulder check there by Komatsu. Coming the other way with it for Brentwood is Ulyanov. Ulyanov had that pass go off a leg. In stride, Jackson Rose going to the goal. Rose on his backhand puts it wide of McLaughlin. To the right point. Al-Solani, cross ice. Snapshot over McLaughlin's noggin. And all the way back to center it comes. DiPietro trying to put the moves on Amir Al-Solani, the USC Panther. In transition, here comes Rose. Rose, pressured by Passanante. Centering pass intended for Mellett was cut out easily. Brentwood Bank trying to get numbers. Here's Rourke. Rourke out in front. Oh, what a save there. Coming well off his line to cut down the angle was Wilson. Mitchell had that go just outside the line and quickly the other way. And putting it off McLaughlin is Gostick. Both goaltenders looking sharp early. And McLaughlin now with an equipment problem. That shot by Gostick dislodged a strap or a piece of some kind, and he'll readjust and get a break from the officials here with a minute 45 off the first period clock. Again, the teams play 9-minute end-to-end periods, mostly non-stop action. For Team Clubhouse, Bush centering for Gostick. Gostick fan on the attempted shot. Hoff behind the net. Hoff off the glove of Rourke. Rourke giving chase, but Hoff is going to get there in plenty of time. And he sends that puck to center. Settled down by Gostick. Gostick for Bush. Bush from his knees. And a penalty shot call coming up. Caden Bush hauled down in front of the Team Brentwood bench. And Team Clubhouse with a chance to bag the game's first goal. Ethan Hoff, who scored in that shootout before the break for Clubhouse. Well, he's 2 for 2. He goes 5-hole on McLaughlin. And that puck had some pace on it. Team Clubhouse with an early lead. And Hoff at the other end cleans up that little mess. Over the attacking line, Hoff to goal. Save made this time by McLaughlin. St. John having a bit of trouble in his own zone. Has his stick lifted, but backing up the play is Yossi. Yossi, right circle. Fakes, shoots, save made by Wilson. This puck still available. Bush controlling from his own defensive zone. Up now for Gostick. Gostick to the cage, makes his move. Oh, what a stop by McLaughlin. My left foot. Oh, what a save by Kyle McLaughlin, the S-Mark star standout. He just never quits on a play, ever. And in both summer leagues, he is perpetually a pleasure to watch. McLaughlin, that save from an angle. Evan Perucci denied. Going the other way, Team Brentwood, trailing by a goal. Now that was Sotka unable to part the sea of humanity. In transition, Ribstein to the point for Melandra. Melandra off a skate, and that took a bounce wide. Stern dropping. DiPietro toward goal, and the shot pass intended for Stern was broken up midway through this first period. Ethan Hoff for Team Clubhouse Cards with the game's only goal on a penalty shot. Played junior hockey up in Boston the last couple seasons with the Junior Bruins and most recently the Junior Bulldogs. Melandra to the corner, off a stick, and out the other side. DiPietro. Somebody lost an edge in the corner. It looked like for Team Clubhouse. That was Mellett. And back in behind the Brentwood cage it goes. Lavick scooping it up. And frustrated with himself as Ulyanov has a path to goal. Ulyanov unable to go 5-hole. He did exactly what he wanted to. He just couldn't execute. Stolen by Rorik. Couldn't get enough on that shot. Good determination by Rose after the miscue. Final 3 of the first period. Shot on goal there from Rose on his off wing, denied by McLaughlin. And McLaughlin needs to readjust the net as Mitchell plays this puck for Team Brentwood. Up to Macrocostas. Macrocostas' centering pass for Passanante. With it now is Rose defensively. Up to Hoff. Hoff toward goal. And that shot fanned on by Gostick. Alsalani. Behind the net. Right side. Rose in the corner. Team Clubhouse trying to extend that lead late in the period. And they work it around to Rose. His shot stopped. McLaughlin clearing the rebound, but not out. And going 5-hole this time is Jack Gostick. Gostick just made the Pens Elite squad, the 15 and under team for next season. He celebrates with a goal there, and it's 2-0 Clubhouse. Gostick and Rose, a pair of young, up-and-coming teammates for USC varsity. They've played plenty of games on this sheet of ice. That clearing attempt off the body of Hoff. Hoff, off balance, missing to the far post. Gostick unable to control the rebound. Team Clubhouse resets and re-enters. Caden Bush from behind the net. Beyond the reach of Fetzko. Offerman. Through the middle. Hoff unable to control it. Coming the other way is DeSimone. DeSimone, stick check from behind by Bush. Lavick, near side for Fetzko. Up through center it'll come. And shot from the side of the net taken by Offerman is held by McLaughlin. 8 ticks to talk. McLaughlin still pitching a first period shutout. And it looks like it'll stay that way as DeSimone brings it with speed through center. That shot missing the goal mouth as time runs out. Halfway home in the consolation game, week 3 of the Ice Castle Prospects League on 10-band TV. Team Clubhouse Cards leading Team Brentwood Bank 2-0. More to come from Castle Shannon. Matt Popchalk coming back after this.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Back here at the Ice Castle, period 2 of the consolation game. Clubhouse leading Brentwood 2-0. Matt Popchalk with you. And the best part of covering the 2025 Ice Castle Prospects League is being around all the student athletes who make me feel young again. And taking a trip to Clubhouse Cards on North Highland Road in Bethel Park will make any hockey fan or broadcaster feel young again. And if you're like me, an elder millennial who was collecting hockey cards long before I collected a paycheck, Clubhouse Cards has something for you. Topps, Upper Deck, Panini, all the major brands, not to mention special events, trade nights, live auctions. You got a jersey you want framed? Guess what? Clubhouse Cards can do that for you too. Browse their store and list of services at clubhousecards.pgh.com. And Team Clubhouse, the Week 2 champion, trying to save face here in the penultimate game of Week 3 and earn a point from Team Brentwood Bank. Brentwood Bank had reached the final round in each of the first 2 weeks of this Prospects League. That save made from an angle by Wilson. From the corner. It is DiPietro. DiPietro with all kinds of wheels, but couldn't put the puck on target. Floated toward goal, trying to settle it down with Stern off the initial shot by Komatsu. Komatsu to the corner now. Toe drag by DiPietro. DiPietro keeps it inside the line for St. John. St. John dispossessed, and Garrett Fetzko has a chance the other way. Fetzko trying to go upstairs on McLaughlin, but hits it off the glass. Out in front, unable to control it was Melandra. He would have had all day and night to shoot on McLaughlin if he had been able to just settle that pass down. McLaughlin, for his part, making the save and keeping Team Clubhouse off the board for the time being. DiPietro works it around the boards again. Ulyanov. Battling away in the corner, and a cross-check put into the back of Ulyanov, and Liam Walsh, the Brentwood coach, wants a call, and I can't say I blame him. That looked like a cheap shot in the corner. The officials are going to let it slide. Taken away by Rose. Up it comes to Ribstein. Ribstein slips it to Al-Solani, side of the net. And that save is made by McLaughlin, protecting that post. Turned over to Ribstein. Ribstein gives it everything he's got, but misses everything. Rebound all the way back to center for Al-Solani. Al-Solani around Ulyanov. Al-Solani back for Mellett. Mellett shooting under McLaughlin's glove. From the side of the net, that shot was blocked. Mitchell, right place, right time. Still a 2-0 lead for Clubhouse Cards. Team Brentwood Bank in transition now. Going to the net is Devin Rorick. And this is put in by Mitchell. Sam Mitchell goes 5-hole on Wilson. And finally the donut disappears for Team Brentwood in this consolation game. Oh, what a play at the side of the net. And somehow that did not go in. Instead it caroms all the way back to center red. Al-Solani taken out of the play. Brentwood, the lead pass for Rorick, too strong. Penalty shot forthcoming. So Clubhouse with a chance to get it right back. Sam Mitchell, the goal scorer of Franklin Pierce, a Division III team in the NCAA this past season. Former Mount Lebanon Blue Devil, as we get a false start on the penalty shot, which will be taken by Jackson Rose of Team Clubhouse. And take two. Rose, bar down. And a Rose by any other name makes it a 3-1 game for Team Clubhouse Cards. Midway through the second period. Counterattacking and unable to score for Team Brentwood was Rorick. Where is that puck? Somehow, some way, Wilson kept it out, and that's got to be the save of the night. If it's not, I don't know what is. Cross ice it'll come underneath the stick of the intended target, Gostick. Floated toward goal. Caden Bush trying to hacky sack that puck on goal. Nothing doing. Bush behind the net now. Staying with him defensively is Yossi. Sotka out here as well defensively for Team Brentwood in a 2-goal game. Rorick's home run pass intercepted by Bush in front of his own blue line. Passanante perhaps trying to buy a call at center ice and seems to be getting up a bit slowly as Rorick intercepts this pass. Rorick, poking it away is Wilson. Wilson well out of position and scrambles back in the nick of time. Jimmy Passanante a bit shaken up after that collision at center ice as time ticks away in the second. Offside is the call. Clubhouse Cards makes a line change under the tutelage of Nick Kakali. Nick, a former Hungarian League champion before he retired as a player. Often see Ms. Kakali in the stands wearing Nick's old jersey from the Hungarian League. He'll be back here for Elite League night tomorrow night. Looking forward to that, as we always do every Tuesday on 10 Band TV. Team Brentwood looking for some more action in transition here behind the net. Owen St. John. St. John shrugs off the defender as it deflects. A turnaround play there by Sotka. Through center it goes. And picking it up in stride is Hoff for Fetzko. Fetzko stopped from close range by McLaughlin. Final 2 minutes of Consolation game play. Komatsu dispossessed as he goes to goal. McLaughlin trying to come off for the extra attacker, ran into the official in the process. Brentwood skating 5 against 4. Down the middle comes St. John. That shot was blocked. Brentwood gets it back with 1.5 minutes left. Needing a pair to tie. That goes off the blade of Makrakostas. Back to Ulyanov. Stern shooting upstairs. That misses the net. Ulyanov on the rebound for Stern. Stern to the side of the net. This is fired on goal. The save is made by Wilson and cleared by Fetzko. And Fetzko just gave Brentwood Bank a penalty shot. .65 ticks to talk. A 2-goal game. Ulyanov has a chance to make it a 1-goal game. Vitaly Ulyanov. Stopped by Ben Wilson. Stern above the right circle. That pass too strong for DeSimone. Solani trying to kill as much clock as he can. Turned over to Ulyanov. Ulyanov's side of the goal. Taken out of the play by Rose. To center it comes. Stern for DeSimone. DeSimone over the line. 18 seconds left. Time again, the enemy of Team Brentwood. As we get a stoppage here, and this might be it. An offensive zone call. And St. John getting into it with somebody after the whistle. I didn't quite see whom. But now McLaughlin has to go back on goal to defend this penalty shot with under 15 seconds left. Jackson Rose is going to take it. And a false start here. And finally, Ribstein gets the memo. He comes off. Rose to the goal. Good night. Drive safely. 3 seconds left. That's it. And that's all. As DiPietro is unable to get around the last wave. Team Clubhouse Cards defeating Team Brentwood Bank in the consolation game by a 4-1 final score. And some more words exchanged between Ribstein and McLaughlin. Chippiness after a summer league game. I'm not sure if you love to see it, but we saw it nevertheless. And so after that awkward moment. Cooler heads prevail, and we get ready to step aside and come back with the Week 3 championship round between Team Burns and Scalo and Team Anthos Bakery. Matt Popchalk here, and I'll have it for you next on 10 Band TV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
The Mount Washington Shop and Save is a proud sponsor of the Ice Castle Prospects League on 10 Band TV. Check out the ad on your screen during any of our Summer League broadcasts for the latest, greatest deals on everything the Mount Washington Shop and Save has to offer. Whatever you need, store managers Jim and Michelle Kazarowski, perhaps the only Kazarowskis not in the building tonight, will make sure you find it at the Mount Washington Shop and Save. And all kidding aside, thanks to Jim and Michelle for their continued support of all live and on-demand hockey coverage throughout the 2025 year on 10 Band TV. Well, 25-26 will be here before we all know it. PIHL announcing its 25-26 alignment recently, as well as its schedule for the PIHL Charities preseason tournament. In the meantime, we've got the Week 3 championship round of the Ice Castle Prospects League between Team Anthos Bakery in blue and Team Burns and Scalo in white. Recovering is Timmons right in front, but unable to shoot it cleanly on goaltender Messier Trevino, who looked very sharp in Game 1 for Burns and Scalo. Avery Ansis unable to split the D. Up to center is Saginaw. Ryan Saginaw to the corner. And played in front. That save made by Trevino. Anthos winning a 5-round shootout in Game 2 from Team Clubhouse Cards. Winning the shootout by a 3-2 final score and winning the game by a 3-2 final score. That puck batted out of midair, but done so with a high stick, and Zolkowski knows it. Wilpula dispossessed. Quickly now is Avancic. Avancic unable to beat Tyler Lang back in between the pipes for Team Anthos. Eric Schleiper stood up. Chance for Saginaw. Saginaw makes his move. He can't beat Trevino. That puck looked like it rolled off his stick at literally the last moment. Kovulik off the protective netting, high and wide. Team Burns and Scalo, coached by Xander Kakali, the former RIT standout. Now with the Pittsburgh Predators program, coaching with his brother Nick. Team Anthos, once again, coached by the former Big Mac, John McDonald. Aiden Zolkowski stood up in the attacking zone for Suchi at center. And the Cal Vulcan is unable to cross the offensive blue line, but gets some help from Kovulik. On his off wing, Malaki puts it wide. Malaki out in front, Kovulik to his knee, trying to shoot the one-timer cleanly on net, couldn't, and Trevino swallows up that attempt off the stick of Norkovicus. A few minutes into the Week 3 final, still scoreless. That snapshot. Oh, the goaltender, Lang, didn't know where it was, and finally it's underneath his glove despite the valiant effort by Schleiper. Eric Schleiper that close to the game's first goal. Quinn Tyler around the D. Tyler being harassed all the way to goal by Norkovicus. Barakazi takes it away for Team Burns and Scalo. Barakazi out in front. Good job with the paddle there by Lang. Anthos survives that fracas. And here comes Forsucci over the attacking line. He's taken off the puck quickly, though, by Shin. Liam Shin through the right circle. Lost it at the last moment. Both teams tightening the proverbial screws defensively as we get an icing call and a penalty shot forthcoming with 5 1/4 left in period 1. Who's going to do the honors? It'll be Brady Paris. Paris missed a penalty shot attempt earlier, and he is stopped brilliantly by the glove of a sitting Tyler Lang. Oh, what a save there. Across ice, this puck bounces for Chase Evans. Evans had a goal in the last game for Team Anthos. Burns and Scalo regrouping at center. Here's Barakazi. Barakazi crisscrossing with Paris. To the point for Tyler. Tyler shrugs off the defender. Tyler to the half wall for Barakazi. Barakazi now trying to create some space. Side of the net. Tyler has to go back to center. Eric Schleiper near side for Paris. Paris turned it over to Tyler Kazarowski. Kazarowski, stick check by Schleiper. A couple of Peters Township Indians going at one another there. And here now for Burns and Scalo is Paris. Paris over the line for Ansis. Ansis couldn't hang on to the pass. Team Anthos has numbers. Chase Evans trying to center it. Oh, good read there defensively by Luca Maeda. Speaking of Peters Township Indians. Still a scoreless first period in this Week 3 championship round of the Prospects League. Anthos Bakery up the left wing boards. Cole Evans for Chase Evans. Chase unable to hang on. Lead pass to Avery Ansis. Ansis to the goal. Save made. Ansis gets the rebound. Ansis from an angle and whiffed on by Zolkowski. And the stalemate continues. Anthos changing behind the play. Nick Sweet from the left circle. Couldn't feather that pass through Eric Schleiper. Podolak defensively. To center for Chase Evans. His pass beyond the reach of Sweet. Zulkowski near side to Maeda. Sweet up to center. Luka Maeda. Podolak for Stock. Jake Stock dropping back. Some tic-tac-toe passing, but no tic-tac-toe scoring. Trevino able to cover that one late in the period. Anthos changing lines. Burns and Scallo over the attacking line. Angelo Maeda from the corner. All the way up to Mooney. Mooney from just inside the line. Toward goal. That was cut out easily by Podolak. Jake Stock had that one knocked away by Angelo Maeda, who lost an edge behind his own net. Final minute and a half of this still scoreless first period. Stock from in front of the scorers table, pardon me, for Wilpula. The two Thomas Jefferson natives working in tandem here. Wilpula trying to go short side, but to no avail. Turned over to Stock on the right wing boards. Stock on his backhand. Stock from an angle trying to fool goaltender Trevino there, but Trevino wise to it as we approach the final minute of the period. Blake Avancic. Poke check by Wilpula. Kovolik over the line. Saginaw missing the net. Quick up for Eric Schleiper. Schleiper with 40 to go. Had his stick lifted by Kovolik. Barakazi behind the net for Angelo Maeda. Back to Garrett Barakazi. Barakazi with space. Barakazi shooting high and wide. 20 to go. Barakazi one more time. Finds metal but not mesh. Quinn Tyler from an angle. Dispossessed by Kovolik. One last chance maybe if Anthos can hurry here. Saginaw has company. Doesn't have a lot of space though, and the period's going to end scoreless. Who's going to blink first, Anthos or Burns and Scallo? Second period of the Week 3 final to come. After this, it's Ice Castle Prospects League action. Matt Popchuk with you for it all on 10 Band TV. Now, with all the talent in this league, we're bound to see some great roof jobs. But if you want to see the best roof jobs, look no further than Burns and Scallo, Pittsburgh's premier roofing and sheet metal contractor. Burns and Scallo offers residential, commercial, and industrial solutions to roofing and sheet metal issues. And just like hockey players are the proudest athletes on the planet, Burns and Scallo take that same pride in being a top emergency service provider. Has your roof suffered recent storm damage? Give their 24-hour emergency hotline a call at 866-384-8790. Burns and Scallo is the official roofing partner of your Pittsburgh Penguins. Team Burns and Scallo scoring the game's first goal, 39 seconds into period 2. And opening the championship round scoring in week 3 is Avery Ansys. He's played with Kitchener of the OHL, Listowel of the Greater Ontario Junior League recently. And we told you about his experience with the fabled Shattuck St. Mary's, Minnesota AAA program. Ansys with the game's first goal, going upstairs on Tyler Lang in the first minute of second period play. Team Anthos, the Week 1 champion. Team Burns and Scallo looking to win a final round for the first time this summer. They've got the advantage as Trevino makes that goal stand up at the other end. And a backhand try by Kovulik is denied and covered by Trevino. A lot of these players, well, some of them anyway, including the coaches, you'll see in action tomorrow night in the Ice Castle 3-versus-3 Elite League here at the Trackside Rink in Castle Shannon's Ice Castle Arena right here on 10-Band TV. The puck drops on week 5 of the 2025 3v3 Elite League at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Stars from just about every level of organized hockey you can think of, including Logan Cooley of the NHL's Utah Mammoth and recent Montreal Canadiens draftee and Cooley cousin, LJ Mooney. Penalty shot for Team Burns and Scallo. That puck rolls on Barakazi, but he gets a shot off anyway. That didn't stop Tyler Lang from making the save. Barakazi unable to finish the excuse me play, and so it remains a 1-goal game with 6:15 to go. Caden Kazarowski forcing that puck back to center. Cole Evans near side for Kazarowski. Chase Evans on goal. Trevino with a loud save. Now Kazarowski with a fine freshman year at UPJ a couple of seasons ago and really hasn't looked back. He's been one of their more consistent forwards since joining that ACHA Division III club. Blake Avancic from the half wall. Speaking of former Peters Township Indians, it comes near side, this time for Eric Schleiper. And Schleiper tries to direct that puck on net. Lang read it well. Burns and Scallo changing personnel as it comes to Ansys. No, that's Barakazi, I'm sorry. And on the follow-up, it's rung off the inside of the post by Eric Schleiper. You literally can't get any closer than that. Schleiper in front. Tyler unable to finish. Good stick there defensively by Cole Evans. Midway through this final period. Avery Ansys' early goal, the difference maker so far. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Trevino. Chance now for Nick Sweet. Sweet toward goal. They're trying to tuck it around Trevino, but Trevino stays with it. Stock unable to dangle it through the 5-hole of Messier Trevino, the North Allegheny Tiger. On the off wing is Corey Mooney. Mooney trying to drop it for Paris. That's broken up, and a 2-on-none for Team Anthos. And unable to go upstairs was Saginaw. Maybe just one too many moves there by the former Crusader. Saginaw, for his part, having a good chuckle about it as Burns and Scallo counterattacks. That shot remains live as it goes off the protective netting. Again, anything off the netting is live. If it goes over the glass, officials will stop play temporarily. That one-timer just missing off the streaking stick of Jake Stock. Stock makes his move. A good defensive play there by Paris. Tyler gains the red line, sends it around the boards. Ansys from an angle, that's off a skate, and it bounds all the way back to center. And we get an icing call there. Angelo Maeda thought he had the red line, but he did not. And officials award a penalty shot to Jake Stock. Stock can tie it up for Team Anthos. Oh, look at Maeda hustle. And Maeda gets there as Stock is denied by Trevino. You talk about lightning in a bottle. Maeda absolutely flying to chase down Jake Stock. And that shot takes a funny redirection, but goes wide of Tyler Lang. Ansys looking for his second. Still just a 1-0 lead for Burns and Scalo, 2:20 and counting. Remaining in this final game. Saginaw from the right circle. Saginaw out in front. Burial! Jake Stock! And these pretzels are making me thirsty. Finally, Stock able to get one on the board and get his team a penalty shot again, potentially, with under 2 to go. Officials say no penalty shot. It hit something on its way down the ice, so possession of Burns and Scalo in a 1-1 game. Ansys from the far corner. Trying to reverse the play. He's stood up by Stock. Now Ansys getting involved, and Xander Kakali wants a whistle there. None forthcoming. Saginaw from in front of his own bench. His team's got numbers, and they've got the puck as well in a tie game. Shot off the body of Schleiper. Off the side of the net. Schleiper trying to recover as this bouncing puck is settled down by Zolkowski. Aiden Zolkowski, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devil. Weaving between the circles, but it's poked away. Stock to Shin. Excuse me, to Wilpula. Wilpula to Saginaw. Saginaw, fans on the cross-ice pass. Final minute of regulation play, 1-1 the score. Burns and Scalo. Blake Avancic with a chance, but he's dispossessed. Podolak got the better of him. And a chance now for Avancic. Avancic, that's calmly steered aside by Lang. Under half a minute left. Malaki unable to clear. Barakazi looking for an opening. It's available, and it's stopped by Lang on an angle. He was sitting upright as he denied Liam Shin. An old-fashioned hip check there by Wilpula. Burns and Scalo, however, with the puck. With it, Angelo Maeda. Chip back to center, and that will be all for regulation time. More bonus hockey from Castle Shannon. And for the second week in a row, it happens in the final game. Overtime to come between Team Anthos Bakery and Team Burns and Scalo, tied at 1 after 2 periods. Week 3 Ice Castle Prospects League. Matt Popchak bringing it to you. Again, we'll have 3 minutes of nonstop hockey until we get a goal, and then we believe the sudden victory shootout format kicks in for the final round. Again, we were misinformed as to how consistent this crew would be with the shootout format, as we saw earlier this evening, but I believe sudden victory shootout hockey will be the case if it comes to that. Overtime underway. The teams remain 4-on-4. Barakazi enters the zone for Paris. Paris off the shoulder of Lang. You never know when the low percentage shots are going to turn into high percentage shots, but Lang in any case was ready. 30 seconds into the overtime. Barakazi still battling for that puck. Out in front it comes, but it's taken away by Nick Sweet. Sweet turns it over to Ansis. Ansis in front. Barakazi! Oh, the game on his tape just couldn't find the net. This time Anthos wins the puck battle in the corner, and they're trying to home run pass it to the blue line. The pass connects with Saginaw. Saginaw shooting, scoring! The captain makes it happen. And the former Bishop Canevin Crusader, just like old times, calls game for Team Anthos Bakery. And for the second time in 3 weeks, Team Anthos Bakery is your week champion. 2-1. A defensive struggle in the Week 3 final. Tyler Lang wins the goalie dole for his new team. And Team Anthos, after dropping a couple last week, back on the left side of the ledger in a big way this week. Thank you, Kennedy Kazarowski. Thank you, Michael Lyman and the Four Seasons. Thank you, Nick and Xander Kakali. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski, back at World Headquarters. And thank you for watching and listening. Once again, we will be back tomorrow night. Same time, same channel, 10 Band TV, 6 p.m. Eastern Time for Week 5 of the Ice Castle 3v3 Elite League. And again, it's all right here on 10 Band TV. I'm Matt Popchalk, and that's all she wrote for now from Castle Shannon. Team Anthos, your Week 3 Prospect League champion, winning 2-1 in the final round over Team Burns and Scalo. You've been watching it all on 10 Band TV. Ethan Hoff, who scored in that shootout before the break for Clubhouse. Well, he's 2 for 2. He goes 5-hole on McLaughlin. And that puck had some pace on it. Yossi, right circle. Fakes, shoots, save made by Wilson. This puck still available. Bush controlling from his own defensive zone. Up now for Gostick. Gostick to the cage, makes his move. Oh, what a stop by McLaughlin. Back in behind the Brentwood cage it goes. Lavick scooping it up. And frustrated with himself as Ulyanov has a path to goal. Ulyanov unable to go 5-hole. Lead late in the period. And they work it around to Rose. His shot stopped. McLaughlin clearing the rebound but not out. And going 5-hole this time is Jack Gostick. For Clubhouse Cards. Team Brentwood Bank in transition now. Going to the net is Devin Rorick. And this is put in by Mitchell. Sam Mitchell goes 5-hole on Wilson. And take 2. Rose, bar down. And a Rose by any other name makes it a 3-1 game for Team Clubhouse Cards. Midway through the second period. Counterattacking and unable to score for Team Brentwood was Rorick. Talk, a 2-goal game. Ulyanov has a chance to make it a 1-goal game. Vitaly Ulyanov. Stopped by Ben Wilson. And a false start here. And finally, Ribstein gets the memo. He comes off. Rose to the goal. Good night. Drive safely. Who's going to do the honors? It'll be Brady Paris. Paris missed a penalty shot attempt earlier, and he is stopped brilliantly by the glove of a sitting Tyler Lang. Maeda. Back to Garrett Barakazi. Barakazi with space. Barakazi shooting high and wide. 20 to go. Barakazi one more time. Finds metal but not mesh. The official roofing partner of your Pittsburgh Penguins. Team Burns and Scalo scoring the game's first goal 39 seconds into period 2. And opening the championship round scoring in week 3 is Avery Ansys. Lang read it well. Burns and Scalo changing personnel very much, says Trevino. He did not. And officials award a penalty shot to Jake Stock. Stock can tie it up for Team Anthos. Oh, look at Maeda hustle. And Maeda gets there as Stock is denied by Trevino. Remaining in this final game. Saginaw from the right circle. Saginaw out in front. Burial. Jake Stock. And these pretzels are making me thirsty. 30 seconds into the overtime. Barakazi still battling for that puck. Out in front it comes, but it's taken away by Nick Sweet. Sweet turns it over to Ansys. Ansys in front. Barakazi. Oh, the game on his tape just couldn't find the net. This time Anthos wins the puck battle in the corner, and they're trying to home run pass it to the blue line. The pass connects with Saginaw. Saginaw shooting, scoring!